magic rings here.
Welcome to NocBro Nation.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
Today we are here to give our first thoughts and breakdown of the Season 9 premiere episode opening. 4 minutes long, we got an opening to Season 9, The Walking Dead.
Episode 1, A New Beginning. Yeah, it was really great. It was put on the internet from Spoiled Dead fans. It first came out kind of secretly. I came across it, and the YouTube video was unlinked or unlisted. So basically, you only get that link if somebody shares it out. And then they said, AMC released it, but they're pointing it to this video link. So.
At some point, AMC either realized this is going to get out and just released it anyway, or probably planned that they wanted it to get out. It is 4 minutes and 40 seconds long. We have watched it.
Right.
It is amazing.
It's amazing. We'll put the link in the description.
Yep.
We just wanted to give you a breakdown of some of the shots that we have not seen and some ones that we thought were very, very cool to see. Other shots were good, but maybe just nothing there too much to really talk about. But
so before we start, if you do not want to see the first 4 or 5 minutes of the opening episode, please turn this off. Come back maybe after the episode. Spoilers will be ahead. Again, final warning. First 5 minutes of episode 1, A New Beginning of Walking Dead Season 9.
yes.
All right. So with that said, let's start.
First one. The solar panel. So this is really cool because, they're using, of course, solar energy to power Alexandria.
Yeah, it is really cool seeing this because this is an entire block of Alexandria showing solar panels. And it's really just a sign that Alexandria, 1, is rebuilt from the destruction of All Out War. Mm-hmm. Again, we have a time skip.
Right.
But 2, they're advancing their technology and using clean energy, solar energy, because they don't really have any other means to energy.
Right.
One thing I did want to mention is they do have car batteries, apparently, powering some of that.
I was about to say that. Like, a lot of those, they're going to be running out.
Yeah. How long can you...
Yeah, so that was really cool.
Yep.
The next part is Rick coming out, and Judith is painting a picture. She's hanging out with Michonne, doing some paintings. And this shot made me just want to cry.
This was almost a tear-jerking moment for me as well.
Absolutely.
This is a picture that was painted by Judith, and it shows obviously Carl and her.
Her big brother. I mean, there's not much else to say.
It almost makes me want to tear up now.
I know.
Seeing that.
Just the fact that, a young girl actress, doing this painting, and it's just, she didn't know Carl for very long in her life, but she had a big impact on her, and it's just a really cute scene. So, the next part is Judith and Michonne and Carl and Rick out in a field, and what was your
what we wanted to just take away from this particular image and scene in the first 5 minutes is they're out in the open and they have no fear of any walkers around them. They're not there may be a gun on his side, but they're not armed to the T. They're not looking behind their backs over their shoulders for walkers. They're not stepping cautiously. They're casually walking as if this was any day in the real world. There was no post-apocalyptic. And what that tells us is they're safe and they have the appropriate, they've taken the appropriate steps to ensure safety for the communities and the surrounding communities around them. And that means lookouts, expanded lookouts, miles away.
Maybe fences or something. Yeah, they're just relaxed. They're looking at a flock of birds, crows, or whatever flying around. It's a relaxing scene. It's showing them that, they're happy and they're not just freaking out, wondering, could I, because before you would never go out just alone standing in a field.
Yeah.
You would never do that.
I mean, you did, but there were scenes where Michonne practiced sniping. But what was she sniping? Walkers. Yeah. And we don't see any in this shot. And again, they're casual. They're having a good time. They're free.
Right. They're free. So the next couple of shots is we get back to the sanctuary, and they are preparing food. We see a drum there, which we believe it says "fetch raw." So, yep. What were you saying? Corn.
That is
or raw food.
Raw
maybe?
Fetched corn.
Right. Yeah.
And then a barrel of ferment, which I don't know the process, but
right.
It's whatever
for that stuff.
But we do see later in this that Eugene is running this, and running you essentially they are developing their own produce. They're developing their own food, which is much more for the sanctuary than what Negan was giving them.
Exactly, and also in the sanctuary, Daryl has created his own motorcycle shop.
Yeah, so there's a machine shop.
There's a machine shop in there. Tons of motorcycles and motorcycles.
I was just gonna say stuff and things.
I don't know. I was thinking about Rick and his twang just kicked in. Motorcycles.
Wow, you really did.
Getting on them choppers and stuff, man. Anyway,
another thing is we believe this is Laura,
possibly
the savior with the neck tattoo.
Yeah.
And what's interesting about this scene is we find out here in a few seconds later, she tells Daryl that a couple other ex-saviors are hanging. I believe that's a rod.
That's a rod. Yeah.
Hanging a walker on a pike. Whatever you want to say, to deter crows, a scarecrow.
Right.
And Daryl comes in and he shoots it, basically saying, "What are you doing? Don't do that."
Right.
And what I loved about that scene is obviously Laura has a close enough relationship with Daryl to basically rat on her ex-friends, her ex,
right. To tell
saviors.
Tell them what's up.
Yeah.
And so we get into a scene where we see Tara. She is riding the horse that that horse was originally ridden by him in season 1. But we are looking at some signs on the highway, and in red it is written Route A. So I believe they are marking certain routes for the distances that they're traveling between the communities, maybe possibly HQ, whatever, Oceanside, all that kind of stuff. Yep. So it's kind of good for them to notate that information so they know which way they're going.
The whole point in emphasizing a route and actually going up onto the sign and painting it is they are establishing further outreach to other communities. They're expanding their communities in a way where they need to note, certain routes to certain communities.
Yeah. And then we get a cool bridge scene where they have some cones around an area that's collapsed, which is cool. Where'd they get cones from? I don't know.
Who knows?
But
Scavenging,
yeah. So Jerry is on a horse. He's going one direction. Daryl is on his motorcycle going the other. And they kind of give an exchange. But what's interesting about it is that Jerry mentions about, see you at the rally point. So wherever they're traveling to and from, there's a rally point where they all get together and
another interesting thing about this is the same exact bridge that we see in the season 9 trailer at Comic-Con that was a flood came by.
Is it this one?
It is this one, yep, because there is enough for a stream to come down.
I just thought maybe it could be a different one. No. But yeah, I would imagine it's probably this one.
Yeah, and that flood, my prediction is takes out that bridge, and obviously that is a main rally point as, what's his name? Jerry, was saying. So that maybe is a catalyst for a good part of the season that they need to repair their rally point, their path to their rally point.
Yeah. And so then we get shots of them arriving in Washington, D.C. We get a cool shot there of the Capitol building decayed. But just look of everything around there. There's, the cars are really starting to disintegrate. And the bigger other things that are disintegrating, the walkers. Yeah. They are really just like his mouth is like hanging way down because
they're decaying.
They're decaying, not disintegrating. Yeah, decaying. The buildings, the
decomposition vines. Rate on these walkers is honestly, it's a lot slower than normal decay. If this were the real world, those zombies would probably be dead in a couple of months compared to a couple of years. But again, it's a show,
right? And so then we get to see the others riding in on horseback, Rick and Michonne. We see the crew in a nice little wagon.
Alden in the background.
We get this shot. Yeah, that's Alden in the background there. That's Cindy, Enid, Maggie.
Carol was following closely behind.
Yep, Carol. We do see Father Gabriel, and we do see there are 2 other characters that we don't know of. 2 young men. We don't know who they are. This one in the background here with the long hair.
What is interesting about these shots of Virginia is it almost makes it seem like it's an everyday event for them to go to Virginia. Like it was it just seemed like casual to them. I'm sorry, to go to DC.
Right.
They go in, they go out. So it's like they're used to this. Again, they're setting up those routes. They're expanding their community.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm wondering, like, with those shots that we saw of in that museum of tents and stuff, I wonder if that's maybe their own. Like sometimes they spend the night there or something.
Yeah, I mean,
they get there too late. They don't want to travel at night, so they stay the night there.
Absolutely.
I don't know.
Absolutely. Yeah. Again, maybe it's HQ. Maybe they set up a permanent headquarters in the city. Maybe. We don't know.
Yeah.
But,
so this was a very cool opening minutes, guys. We are excited. The Walking Dead is coming back. Can you believe this?
Yeah. There were multiple times getting sad watching this because you realize
we know what's
coming. To beat a dead horse here, but
we know what's coming.
We know what's coming. Andrew Lincoln is leaving the show. Rick Grimes is going to be gone. It was kind of sad to watch the interactions because poor Judith. She's going to lose her brother, her father, her mother. She didn't know. But
she didn't know.
She knows now, right? You know older that you lost your mother.
Well, she probably thinks Michonne is her mom for right now. But either way. But I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Definitely check out the full opening minutes. The link is in the description below. Let us know your thoughts. Let us know how excited you are for the season. We know there's still tons of stuff that's coming out, other articles, a lot of things. There's going to be some videos from us coming out of some information that you may not have heard of, but we just want to pump out a couple more videos before the premiere, and then we're getting right into our reviews and predictions and other theories that come out during the season. Wait. So we are so excited. So stay tuned for that, and stay tuned for further videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Hit that like button. Follow us at NocBro Nation on social media. We'll see you guys next time. We're NocBro Nation. We're out.